But the thing is, it only happens twice a year right now. How big of a problem could that possibly be?
Enough. Hello and welcome to The Answers of Lemon, the smartest icebreakers from the dumbest dudes. Don't settle for less. You deserve good conversation. And good conversation starts with weird questions. That's why I am joined by your god of odd today, Connor.
That's right. Odd questions, weird questions. It all comes from the heart. And your home is where your heart is. And
weird questions are your home.
Is your weird, yes, and weird questions is your home now. Now you build your walls of weird questions.
I'm your humble host, Evan.
And the weird answers are the roof. But to go into the weird house, you need to open the door, which is this podcast, using the doorknob of your specific podcast app.
You need to start using the ceiling of your head. No, the attic. What was the Dimitri Martin joke? It's like you need to start using the attic of your head. So that's where the brain is.
I don't know, but that's
because it's like good. The roof of your mouth. He's like, no, the top of your head is the roof of your mouth. The top of your mouth is the ceiling. Very dumb. Very dumb. But anyway, I apparently have a new goal in life. My little things I'd like to do before I die list that I have like 2 items on, like 2 of which are completed.
You've had you definitely need more on that list, my friend.
Yeah, because they were. There's 3 things that I know I have. It was fill up my iPod, which I think I've done by now since I've switched to a micro SD that is bigger than my old iPod.
Tight.
Put out an album, which I did in a band and solo. And make a comic, which I haven't done yet, so that's still on the list. But my new thing is an accident, because I wanted another knife. So I got another knife, which I think is really slick. And I wanted it because I wanted something that looked nice, but I also didn't mind like just beating the shit out of and getting all scuffed up. And I was like, oh, that's a really pretty colorway. I'm gonna pick that up. And I take it home. I get it out of the box. I show Leah, and she goes, "Hey, Evan, I like your bisexual knife." So
is your new goal? Are you gonna get like a whole span of pride flags together?
Exactly, because based on a previous podcast episode, we are showing that. And continuing of that vein, I am a terrible ally because I keep trying to do things and just end up fucking up, whether that's buying a trans knife that has the wrong colors or just buying a regular knife that ends up being potentially pride related. I need to up my game in supporting the queer community, and my way of doing that is getting knives. So I'm going to get as many queer knives as I can.
That's what the community needs right now, Evan, is for you to buy knives.
I support your local gays. Get knives. So yeah, that's something I'm thinking about doing. I don't know how to go about this. I think it means learning how to paint or electroplate metal. Fortunately, my uncle is an electroplating chemist, so I might be able to employ him as long as I buy more knives.
Yeah, more supportive knives through better science today. And then you're not going to do anything wrong with the knives. Nothing illegal with them. They'll be perfectly legal. Yeah. Just also supporting the queer community without illegal actions. The government.
They're not real knives. They're toys. They're toys that look like knives.
Toys you can't see. They're just toys.
You can't see me right now, but I am vigorously slicing my finger with the buy knife, and it ain't working because it's not a knife. It's a toy.
I'm living in the reality where a lawyer looks at me while I'm sitting on the stand and says, he said that they were toy knives, didn't he? That's what was recorded on. And I'd say, yes, he did. And then I don't want to know what the lawyer says after that. But I am going to be able to say he promised they were toy knives. And he definitely did not slice his finger over and over again with the toy knife.
Nope. Because they're toys.
Yes.
Not real knives.
Yep.
Play with toy knives.
Yep.
I mean, if you play with real knives, I can't stop you. But like, use your higher thinking. You are a human being. You are capable of that. Don't hurt yourself. Don't be silly.
Don't do
Just
that.
play with knives.
I also have a new goal. It is not related to being an ally or knives.
Okay.
Probably.
I mean, it could be. You could adopt my ally knife goal as well. It is a goal welcome to all.
Then it becomes a competition. Now we're trying to see who's the best ally by who can amass the flag knife collection faster.
Oh, I'm gonna lose that then. I care about being an ally. I don't care about being the best ally.
Well, that
sounds shitty.
No, I
Maybe
mean
I am shitty.
That's your heart is not in the right place if you're trying to compete for best ally.
Okay, yeah, fair play.
that is a well of poisoned water. You should not.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's not it.
Yeah, no. I should not be using the queer community as a fucking competition with my friend who is also cis straight.
Yeah, no. Knives are the competition.
Knives should be a competition. They're at Knife Show. No, Blade Show is what it's called. Apparently, so they're like PAX. It's PAX, but for knives. It's called Blade Show, and they have the Ballast Song competition, which is when people do butterfly knife tricks, and whoever does the best tricks win, which is dope as shit.
That's the Lord's work. That is what gets us this much closer to Olympics 2028. Butterfly knife.
Right. Love that. Sorry, your new goal. Connor, we're falling into the trap of being men talking about knives. This is now a podcast about knives.
Yeah. We're going to move away from knives and we're going to move into medical mysteries.
Ooh.
My new goal is to figure out why occasionally one of my fingers tries to die.
What do you mean by try to die?
So this is the second time it's happened this time. First time, it's just, that was weird, and then it went away. And it went away the second time, too, luckily. But one of my fingers just went, deathly pale.
Oh.
And got very cold. All of the blood just left one of my fingers.
Cool.
And it stayed like that for, 10 minutes.
That's not great. I would argue that's bad.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. It was a weird thing to happen.
Now, this is a goal for you that I think should happen a lot fucking faster than buying knives.
But the thing is, it only happens twice a year right now? How big of a problem could that possibly be?
Enough. I'd say enough.
Well,
I don't know about you, but I'm attached to my appendages. Literally.
But I can't, I can't just go to the doctor and be like, hey, every now and then, one of my fingers does something real funny. It's not doing it right now, but every now and then.
You don't go to the doctor. You bring it up at your regular checkup. Are you a man? Do you not do your regular checkups?
No, I mean, I do fairly regular checkups. That's.
When was the last time? When's the last time you got a routine physical?
6 months ago. No, I think March 3 months ago.
All right, that's within the realm. That's within the realm of a yearly checkup.
Yeah, I mean the checkup before that, 3 years. Mm-hmm.
If it helps, I'm going on 4 now because I had been going to and had set up my continued yearly physical, and then COVID happened, and then my doctor's like, hey, you're not actively dying, we're gonna postpone this. And then they never rescheduled me, and then I moved across the country.
Yeah, moving across the country, that's what gets you for sure.
Yep.
Got to reestablish that care, get that PCP.
Then 2 years happened, and I'm like, well, here I am.
Well, so far it's not doing me any good. to have gotten that checkup, because my finger still occasionally just stops pumping blood into itself.
Yeah, but next time, within less than a year's time, you'll have at least informed a medical professional.
I feel like,
are you a medical professional technically? Do you count
I'm a healthcare professional, not a medical professional.
What's the difference between healthcare and medical?
Healthcare is a larger scale. So you go like that would include like occupational therapy and speech therapy. Like your general health is mental health and behavioral health and physical health and blah, blah, blah.
Cool. Thank you.
Spiritual health, you might argue. Probably I wouldn't, but you could.
No, anyway, I got God for that.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, maybe your local pastor, healthcare professional. Ever think about that?
No. Never blurry, once in my life.
Those lines get very blurry. You know? You ever talk to a doula for 5 minutes?
What's a doula?
A doula? God, I hope I'm getting this right. I'm pretty sure a doula is a birth-giving expert who will try to help you have your birthing plan go the way you want it to, if that includes giving birth at home. And they know just enough medical stuff to say, we should go to the hospital right now. And enough to say, hey, doctor, you're not listening to this person who's giving birth. They very clearly don't want this. And they're kind of there to advocate for you as best they can.
Okay, so what about talking to a doula for 5 minutes?
Oh, there's a lot of very spiritual doulas out there. There's like a lot of like connecting to the deep birth giving of humanity, like that kind of talk. I'm just making that up. I think most doulas, all the doulas that we have listening to this podcast right now are probably like, well, that's not it. But I think I'm hitting the right vibe.
I am a blank slate, unbesmirched by any prior information. You are shaping my understanding of doulas right now, and you're talking smack out of your ass, dude.
I don't know if it's ass smack exactly, but I think I'd say doulas are probably more spiritual than chiropractors, but I would put them in the same category. Acupuncturists, also fairly spiritual. A lot of metaphysical stuff going on there.
Okay. I am born and bred in Western medicine, so like I hear chiropractors and acupuncturists, and no offense to their whole thing, if like that's what works for you or whatever, I think they're a bunch of fucking scams.
You know, I mean, if it works, it works. You know.
No, and I get that. Like, here's the thing: I would rather a placebo effect work for a person. Yeah. Like, I do not want to take that from you. But what I'm saying is the placebo didn't work for me, and now I don't like chiropractors.
Yeah, I think I think my most generous interpretation of chiropractors and acupuncturists is not that they are scamming people, but they are cogs in the scam. I think they all believe what they're doing.
Okay.
But I think they've also been trained in scam by people who were themselves scammed into scam training.
Or scammers. The buck has to stop somewhere.
Somewhere. Well, no.
And this train of conversation needs to stop right here, because we need to go on to our most important first question of the day, because we have already gone off the rails with weird talk, and we haven't even gotten into the weird questions. Yeah, that's how easy it is, folk. Just be friendly. Everything's great. How you been, Connor?
Aside from my mystery finger, I've been okay. The mystery finger is really not weighing on me all that much, and I'd say work's got me in a little bit of a funk lately.
Sorry to hear that.
You know, I'm on that hamster wheel. Have you ever drowned on a hamster wheel? I think I might have lost all of my metaphorical power by just totally blowing that house metaphor that we started the podcast with.
God, I still can't believe that you said all of that. And I have to edit it.
And it's built
in real time. It's beamed to your ears.
The foundation floor of our friend. And never mind. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm drowning on a hamster wheel. It might not make sense, but I hope it communicates what I want it to.
It is evocative. It is an abstraction painting. Like, you are very evocative, not necessarily very easy to tell what's going on in there, but I understand the vibes real fucking loudly.
Excellent.
Sorry,
Good.
bud. That sucks.
Well, it comes and it goes. It's one of those training years that's just not going to last forever. But in the meantime, I'm not sure if I'm in a growth period and everything is just very hard, or if this job is just not quite right for me. We'll find out.
Yeah, fingers crossed it's the former.
Yeah. Well, cool. How have you been?
Surprisingly well, and I hate why, but it's capitalism. Walmart has made knockoff candy bars that, in the one sample size that I've had, is better than the candy bar.
That can't be.
Sure it can.
That wasn't the agreement.
My dude, Aldi sells knockoff Girl Scout cookies that are like a quarter the price and just as good.
Well, yeah, but Aldi is the Willy Wonka of the grocery store business.
You can also get it at Stop and Shop.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know if there's Stop and Shops on the West Coast, but back when I lived in Massachusetts, bought that shit for Jaju and he was psyched.
We're not talking like a Sky bar knockoff here. This is like, I don't know, a legit candy bar.
Yeah. So, as we were checking out today, I looked over to my right and I saw Fluffy Nougat candy bar. I'm like, that's a weird way to say Three Musketeers. And I looked below it and there was chocolate caramel shortbread. And below that was peanut caramel nougat candy bar. I'm like, okay. So Three Musketeers, Twix, Snickers. All of the packaging was the same color as the actual like brands. It's like, you are ripping hard, Walmart. And
I can't believe they're going for it now. I know. As long as Walmart's been around, do they just feel like now they've got enough legal department to challenge the big candy folks?
All I know is I pointed this out to Leah and she goes, about time. Because I've
been holding them back up to now.
I got a king size Twix for $1.25, and I would argue that it's better than a regular Twix.
Yeah,
because at least for me, the caramel was like thicker and chewier, not as like stringy, like wet as a Twix can do. Uh-huh. And the shortbread I liked was more substantial, and it was softer. So it didn't have like the snap that you get, but it had more of that shortbread flavor, which is what I want as a person who likes sweets way too much.
So it sounds different enough to be a distinct candy bar that is still definitely wholesale chomping off of the Twix stees.
I'm going to say it is, hey, we just made a better Twix. Like, you know, when you go to like a local candy shop or something, and it's like peanut butter cups, and you're just like, we're ripping off Reese's here. Like, we're trying to do the Reese's thing, but we did it better because we used X, Y, and Z. Walmart just did it at the cheap. I'm like, I don't like, holy shit, man. What has my life gotten to that my highlight of my fucking week is just $1.25 candy bar?
You got a sweet tooth, man.
Am I easy to please? Is my life that miserable? What's going on here?
Oh, do you just love Walmart that much? Are you just finally that glad that Walmart is finally getting its due, unleashing its potential?
No, what it is that Lee and I have lived in Seattle for too long and have been too laden with hyper expensive groceries, and going into Walmart and things being a fucking $1 is like Christmas for us. I think that's what it is. I think we've been crushed under the boot of capitalism, that we love different capitalism.
Yes. Yeah. The cheap product capitalism.
Yeah.
Man, I got to check on Walmart. I feel like it's been a decade since I last updated my hatred of Walmart and its poor labor practices. They might have gotten better since then.
I highly doubt it, but maybe. That'd be dope. That'd be fucking dope. Big fan of that.
Is it Sam's Club is like the big grocery chain that has a good reputation for how it takes care of its folks?
I thought Sam's Club was Walmart. I don't know. I don't care.
That's how outdated I am. That's how, So yeah, I don't think I can rightly shit talk Walmart until I've brushed up on things.
Yeah, but I'm now going to disregard our 2 listeners and talk about stuff that only you and I care about. I went to a local retro game store while Leah was hanging out with a friend in the city a couple days ago, and I picked up a Japanese version of Tales of Xillia.
As in just like all new voice acting. Are you aware of any other differences that are going to come up?
I mean,
character design might be different. I feel like Japan usually gets a little sexier than the American versions.
Well, yeah, maybe they do like change outfits and stuff. No, I just saw they had Tales of Xillia in Japanese for $7. I'm like, that is a $7 put on a shelf forever purchase, because that game matters a fuck ton to me.
In Japanese.
All right.
I actually just went to visit my cousin this past weekend, and he had the literal Nintendo 64 ready to go, connected to his TV.
Cool.
And he had Japanese Mario Kart.
Oh, is that any different?
Not that different, except that they have the announcer is not Mario. Mario is not walking you through all of the menus and telling you congratulations. It's person doing American accent English.
I love that. That's awesome.
And a couple of voice changes. A couple of the voices are borrowed from Mario Party instead of the original takes that they made for Mario Kart. Don't know why.
Cool. That's fun. Oh, I also bought Leah one of the hedgehog sister amiibos from Animal Crossing.
Nice.
It was just the $5 thing. I'm like, Leah likes that. I'm gonna buy. That's where I'm at in my life.
Sounds like a good time.
Candy and cheap toys.
The last.
Am I having a second childhood at 30 years old?
I actually, you know what, man? Maybe you're having your first real childhood.
How about that, Jazz? Oh boy, howdy. Anywho. Number 23. Ooh, Connor. What tattoo will you regret not getting? Because there's those tattoos that you do regret getting, but what's the one you regret not getting?
That's tricky, man. Because there are so many tattoos. One might argue infinite tattoos I will not get.
Yes, but which of those will you rue not getting?
Okay. I will. I think there's a very good chance that I will regret not getting the very first idea for a tattoo I ever had for more than 5 minutes.
Okay. What an oddly specific way of looking at this.
I think I'm going to regret getting, it's a Celtic knot that in the shape of a flame.
Okay. Is that like a standard plastic type?
Nope.
No. Is it like an edgy badass thing?
It is very much on the edgy badass side, for sure.
Nice.
It's like
what were those tap out shirts with like all the extra like embossing and bullshit?
I do not know what you mean by that.
That's fine. That's fine. I can't say any better than that. Anyway, tell me about your fiery Celtic knot.
It's quite simple, but the reason that's keeping me from getting it is still valid, and it's because I always thought the perfect place to get a tattoo is the bottom of your foot, and I have immediately and repeatedly been told not to do that.
Why would you think that's the best spot?
Evan, because
teach me.
Because it is private enough that if you just don't want to show people, like you just don't want to have to walk around with tattoo stigma, you don't have to. No one's ever going to see the bottom of your foot in a professional context unless you very, very purposefully show it to them.
Or choose a profession where your feet are visible often.
Professional setting with bare feet. Help me out here.
Sex work is legitimate work, my dude.
It is legitimate work. Would I consider it professional work? Yes. Yes, I would.
It's a profession. Yeah.
Fair enough. Anyway.
A stereotypically we're being pedantic.
Anyway.
Shut up, Evan. Just shut up.
The reason originally, at least, that I thought it would be a great idea is that it's private, but it's not in such a private space that you can't show it to your mom. Yep. Like, if you want to hide your tattoo on your butt, you might feel a little awkward about showing that to some people.
Right.
Or even like mid stomach to like some extent of like, there's a little something about like partially undressing, or like keep it on your back and then you never get to see it. But on the bottom of your foot, you can check that out very often.
All right.
And you can show people, and it's not weird. It's not like, it's something that's kept away from folks, but it's easy enough to show.
Okay. All right.
However, you shouldn't do that. It's a really bad idea. It's actually a terrible place for a tattoo, is what I've been told.
I feel like just the healing process alone would be excruciating. You wouldn't be able to walk.
Yeah. Or like you'd have a boot, I guess, like a heavily cushioned boot to walk on.
Just like go around on crutches. Like, oh man, what happens? Like, I got a tattoo. What the fuck are you talking about?
How big was the needle, man? What happened?
Okay. But why the edgy, fiery knot? That's what I'm still hung up on. Did you just think it was cool?
I was a very simple young man, you know?
Yeah, no,
just
that's like, a lot. I'm just
classic
curious.
Preteen, young teen years. I just thought, like, I'm Irish. I like that part of my identity. I hold it close. What's cool? Celtic knots are cool. No. Cool. Fire's cool.
I mean, when we were that age, it was the fucking fire bowling shirts going around. Like, I remember I had fucking like a Hawaiian shirt with like dragons on it. Yeah, like that aesthetic. That was that era, man. Yeah, I totally see that. That's very fun. Yeah, I could see the regret. A little bit of like, you know, almost like letting down the child within you.
Yeah. But I'm very confident that the regret I would feel if I did get it, far greater than the regret that I feel not getting it. There's not a perfect solution.
There's a spectrum of regret, and it is all me.
I just gotta pick the amount of regret I'm willing to live with. This is not people always regret the things they don't do, not the things people regret the things they do a lot, actually.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah. People make bad choices and they regret them very much so. Bad advice.
There's so often to remember of like, you can't take words back. There's a lot of things that you can't take back.
Yeah.
Kind of like those regrets. Like, time moves in a linear fucking fashion, my dude.
Sorry, that's the way it is.
So the time moving in a linear fashion is kind of related to my answer for this question. Mm-hmm. I think it's probably partially due to my whole like Catholicism boy part where I'm like, I don't want to get piercings, I don't want to get tattoos.
That's a Catholic boy thing?
It felt like a Catholic boy thing for the times when, you know, I was of age to just spontaneously get tattoos. I now feel like I'm too old to spontaneously get tattoos.
No. You get a tattoo whenever you feel like, man.
Yeah, all right.
Hang up the call. Go get your tattoo.
I don't want a tattoo.
All right, then don't do that.
I have thought about tattoos. I do not actively want one currently.
Okay. Not because you're too old, but because
no, because I don't want to. I do not want to permanently stick to something on my body just yet. I'm not at that point in my life.
All right.
But the tattoo that I would have been willing to get was if my art friend were to have become a tattoo artist.
This is a deeply theoretical tattoo.
Hyper specific. But like I was an art minor in college, so I was in all of my art classes with her, I think. Okay. I think I partially did it because we wanted to keep taking classes together and hang out. And she always did a bunch of drawings, but one drawing that she did regularly was like she had a little character that was representational of me, and it was the miniature Kraken, and it was basically like a quarter-sized octopus.
Cool.
And if I were to have a tattoo, I would have gotten it on my the underside of my forearm, and I would have had her tattoo that octopus on me. But octopus she is
towards you or away from you?
I think facing toward person I am in this second facing towards me. I would like to look at it, but it has flip flopped throughout the years. Mm-hmm. But she is neither a tattoo artist nor my friend anymore. So this ship has long fucking sailed.
Yeah, on a variety of levels.
Yeah. So that is a tattoo that I regret not getting.
You wish you had it right now.
Yeah, somewhat. Enough for it to be my answer in this question on this podcast in this exact moment. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. I do like the idea of the blank canvas, of that being kind of a wasted opportunity throughout your life, that everybody should get a tattoo or two.
Yeah.
But then I think maybe somebody else's canvas. Maybe it's a bumper sticker thing. Maybe I like other people's tattoos better than I would ever like any of my own.
Yeah, but you could also have Anya going heh on your body forever, and that's pretty fun.
That's true. Would I love it forever? Probably.
Honestly, yeah. But no, I'm with you with the whole like placement of tattoos of like I want them to be mine, and like you can see them if you want. That's why I'm very like I would do the like respectable in air quotes spot of tattoos of like where you can hide it with the sleeves of your shirt if you want to be more professional, even though like no one gives a shit about that these days, but like I don't know, it's something that matters to me, and that's all that fucking matters.
Yeah, it just feels like it's mine. You don't get to that's mine. That's mine. You don't get to just I'm sure other people have perfectly valid reasons that they disagree vehemently about their tattoos.
They're totally allowed.
You're someone who has one. I would say your opinions about tattoos are probably more valid than mine. I don't have any.
I want my tattoos to be so mine that I don't have them on my body for you to see. You need to talk to me in a weird question podcast setting to find out, motherfucker.
That's right. Yeah, it's so secret. It's hidden inside my brain.
Yeah. Okay.
I think nowadays probably upper bicep would probably get that done in terms of keeping it private and still being able to show it to people. Don't know why I thought you had to go all the way to the bottom of your foot for that.
And you were Celtic Flame. And we're moving down to number 65. Let's see what else we got in store for this lovely day. Oh, I thank goodness. Connor. We know where medical science is going.
Forward.
They're taking care of the important things. But what's the next step in medical science that you want to happen?
Oh. Right. Okay. All right. There's a very safe, very obvious answer to this question, and it's save the children. I'm not going to give you that answer. And I hope, Evan, you don't give me that answer either.
I'm not. Like, no, yes, of course we want save the children, kill the cancer.
Yeah.
I'm selfish. I have selfish thoughts. This is my specific want. Like, you can want something and choose, like, and have, like, if the choice is put in front of you, you can make the decision that is for the greater good.
Yeah.
But you can also have your own fucking wants and want it to be entirely different. I live next to a children's hospital, and I'm not answering to save the children.
Because I want to save the children, but I don't. I think what I really want is animal parts.
Oh my god, like a chimera thing.
Yeah, I think what I really want is for somebody to lose their arm and for a doctor to be like, open up a catalog and say like, so what do you want now?
That snake looks dope.
And you could just have snake arm. Why not? Just be like, I just want to be able to weld animal bits onto people.
Okay. So now, is it animal bits that like become the shape of a like it's like 5 snake tails that turn into your hand and fingers, or are you just getting like rattler tail, or just like fucking viper face on your arm?
That's what viper face is what I was thinking of. Instead of having hands that grab, you have mouth that fangs that can grab onto things.
Important question. Do you control it, or does it have its own mind?
Well, it depends on whether you're a Spider-Man villain. If you're a Spider-Man villain, I think the answer is obvious.
I was thinking the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode where like Snake's hair, like I think it causes Homer to kill everybody.
Cool. Yeah, that exact thing could happen. And that'll be round 2 of medical science advancement. Make sure that doesn't happen anymore. Yeah. And you know what? The children can have the animal parts too. There. See? Now we all win. The children get saved too. They get their baboon hearts that let them jump real high. And wait, hold on a second. Nope, now he's a little vicious boy, isn't he? Okay, let's give him a nice relaxed heart instead. And we learned something today, didn't we?
What animal part are you angling for, Connor?
You know, what animal part do I want? Feel like having a snake would be too itchy, so I don't think I want snake bits.
Yeah, but if like you just like molt or whatever enough times, then you can make your own like leather goods. You can have like your own snakeskin boots.
It's more mine than any snakeskin boots could possibly be. I think, I probably want. Yeah, I want more knees, like a goat.
Wait, goats have multiple knees?
I don't think they actually have. I think they're anatomically, their ankles are just really high.
Okay.
And so they get like springy, jumpy action.
Do you just want to stand on sheer cliff faces?
That would be really cool, actually, now that you mention it. That would be pretty nice. I don't think I want to give up my toes, because that's prime tattoo real estate.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But I do want...
Yeah, instead of the fucking knuckle tattoos, it's on your goddamn toes.
But I do want another joint in my legs so I can jump and run and like leap over buildings.
Yeah, just like, oh man, you can deal with any impact. You don't need to roll upon landing. You just have the shock absorbers already built in your legs. Yeah.
Have you ever seen anybody? These are like real circus implements that you can get in real life, but they're mechanical, and you slip them on like shoes. But it functionally gives you another joint, and you get so fast.
Shoes. What? No. Oh man, I'm getting like stuff for like actual diseases now. No, that sounds wild.
Yeah. So I want that. I'll be fast, be springy. I can be taller too. I wouldn't hate that. That'll be all right. If they've got to take away, like if they've got to reform it out of some of my bones before they give me the goat bones, that's okay.
Yep. That's fine.
But yeah, pants probably need a custom tailor from here on out. But I'll live with it for the sake of goat running.
You'd be so fast.
I'll be so fast. I'll jump so high.
That'd be cool. Yeah. No, that's a very fun answer. All right, I'm going to go with a different answer because one of my fallbacks is similar. It's like bionic cyborg parts. Like I think it's the same idea as you.
Robot.
Been watching a lot of Full Metal Alchemist. I just replace my spine. My spine is so bad. Give me a robot spine. But no, I'm going to go with a different answer because I want to have a more interesting conversation because that's what this podcast is about. I want a cure for tinnitus. I want that so bad. I haven't had. I want quiet. Because here's the thing. I used to have quiet, and then I played in a shitty electronic punk band for Help me out here, Connor. 2 years, 3 years? How long was I in that band?
3 years, man. I think
3 years.
I think that was a good 3 years.
Damn. With just the worst, just loudest drummer in the most confined spaces.
And no earplugs.
No earplugs because I was dumb. I was a dummy. And then as like everything was fine and we were groovy, and then I went to the Adventures of Macklemore and Kesha without earplugs, had a great time, and I was like, wow, this is really loud this time. And then it didn't go away by the next day like it usually did. I'm like, oh no, I have irreparably damaged my hearing. And especially of late, I have been lying in bed wishing for silence and knowing that I can't have it anymore.
That's rough, man. I wouldn't know.
It's okay.
Because I've had tinnitus my whole fucking life. So I've never had the silence. It doesn't
You deserve it even more.
It's totally fine. Because
it's great. Silence is great.
Is it? How would I know?
Yeah.
I have these very vivid memories of like, I don't know why I was doing this. Maybe I just wanted to be like alone for 5 minutes. But when I was a kid, I just go hang out in the minivan for a little while, and I just sit there. Or like maybe we were going somewhere and I just beat everybody out to the minivan. I just sit there, and I've got this memory of just hearing the ringing in my ears and thinking, huh. And being like, I usually don't notice that. And then just like assuming that's what life was. Yeah. My mom told me a story about my uncle getting into a fight when he was a teenager and getting tinnitus in one ear. And she's like, can you imagine having a ringing in your ear for the rest of your life? You never stop thinking about that mistake. Don't get into fights, my son. And I thought, wow, that would be bad. Whew. Oh boy, I better not ever get tinnitus, the thing that I've had as long as I can remember.
Oh man, that's really funny. Also kind of sucks, but also doesn't, because again, like you said, you don't know the difference.
I don't even hear it. But I can tune into it whenever I feel. Now that we're talking about it, I hear it for sure.
Yeah,
it's right there.
No, same with mine.
Yeah.
Leah did send me a thing of like this thing where like you cover your ears with your hands, and then you you flick your finger off your middle finger and like thump like the back of your neck, and that supposedly helps it like make it go away for a little bit.
Did you try it?
Yeah, it worked. It was incredible.
Oh, that's crazy.
But unfortunately for me, it only worked for like 30 seconds and then came back. It was a real bummer, but it was like I tried it and it was beautiful. I could feel my face beaming, and Leah's like, "Oh, it worked, didn't it?" And then it didn't work. But some people like get relief for like hours, if not like a day, with it, which is really cool.
Huh. And you want science to develop better back of the head taps so that it can last longer for you.
No surgery, so it's permanent.
Oh, good surgery.
Yeah. No, this is what I want, Connor, not what is realistic.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, shoot even harder. I say you go to your doctor and they whack you in the back of the head with the No More Tinnitus bat, and then it's never there anymore. Nobody has to cut you at all.
You're right. I'm thinking too small.
Yeah.
I don't even want it to be a bat. It's going to be a pina colada flavored gummy that's in the shape of a palm tree.
Nice. You only have to take it once, but you keep buying them for the flavor. That's how they get you. Come for the medicine and the eternal quest for solitude and silence. Stay for the pina colada gummy.
The opioid crisis ended. Pina colada catastrophe has begun. So yeah, that's where I'm at. But yeah, no, I miss silence. All right, let's go up to number 57. Ooh, this is very fitting for your flavor of weird, Connor. And I would argue mine because it's on this podcast.
Excellent.
If you were to start a roadside attraction, what would it be?
There are so many good ones, Evan. It's hard. What are some of your favorite roadside attractions? You've done a little bit of road tripping. I don't know if you've done a lot of stopping.
I haven't, because we had cats in the car. The concept of wall drug did a lot for me when driving across the country, just because how much fucking goddamn signs they had. It was like every mile there was another campy cliche sign being like 5-cent coffee, come to Wall Drug. It's like
for hundreds of miles. Yeah.
Forever. It was incredible. And here's the thing, we did stop in Wall Drug and it was as campy as you expected it to be. But that one was good. I like all the Bigfoot stuff in like Montana, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's all fun. It's just like Bigfoot kayaking, Bigfoot bed and breakfast. It's like a Sasquatch never stopped here, man. Why are you lying to me? Where's your grainy photographs? Show me.
I'm wise to this Sasquatch scam. You can't scam me with the Squatch.
I love the novelty of like world's biggest, world's most colorful, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I want the low upkeep, and I like the shitty ability of this because it's a free thing. Like you're not paying to stop by my roadside attraction. Like you're coming for the experience.
This is for the community.
Yep, and I want like it'll be like the world's clearest window or like the world's like lightest jacket, and it's just like one of those displays that doesn't have anything in it, but everyone acts like it does. You know, and like I can have like Photoshop pictures of like JFK giving a thumbs up next to it, or nice. Like you know, it's like the grand opening, and it's someone like cutting open the also invisible ribbon in front of it. You know, just like a bunch of campy, stupid stuff like that. I think would be really, really fun. And then I'd have in that I'd have, you know, one of those like stop off places with like, you know, drinks and like novelty candies, like with the ice cubes and the rock candy stuff. And I also think it'd be important to have a little bit of homemade flavor. So there would be like 4 flavors of homemade ice cream, and you can get grilled cheeses for $1.
Grilled cheeses for $1 is a good roadside attraction all on its own, but all the campiness besides, even better.
That's the thing. I want a good roadside attraction. I'm not doing this for my health, Connor. I'm doing this because I love it.
Just for the game itself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Game recognized game. Invisible roadside attraction, delicious cheap food.
It's a big swing, I got to tell you. In a world full of roadside attractions that do exist, you're going in a different direction.
Break the mold, baby.
That's right.
Don't imitate, innovate.
Right.
We're a man business help podcast now. Does that mean we need to be shitty to women?
Only if we want to succeed, Evan, and we have already established that we don't.
No.
We don't want to succeed. We're in it for the love of the game.
As Mindy says, I drink my respect women juice. I would rather fail and respect women.
Done.
I really do genuinely hate how like just the shitty hypermasculine podcast stuff is there. It's just like you don't need to be sexist and gross, man. You just need weird questions with your friend Connor.
That's
the
right.
God of Odd. Yeah, I'm doing invisible attraction cheap food.
Nice. That was a big part of the Wall Drug appeal. Yeah, as I'm sure you picked up, was they had ice water for I think $0.05, maybe 2 cents, something like that.
Ice water was free. The coffee was $0.05.
That's it. There you go. Yeah.
That's how they had a bunch of other stuff that I don't remember because it was just overwhelming. And we did spend a lot of time talking about the coffee and the ice water because I do think those were brought up the most frequently.
Yeah, that was the original bit. Everything after that has just been expanding it and making like a restaurant and selling more and more kitschy stuff, which is exactly what you're expecting.
Exactly. It's what you want.
Wall Drug is so cool. I think it's like, I wouldn't have thought that you could advertise something so hard that you turn it into art. Just the sheer scale of advertisements becomes art to me.
Yeah. You gotta think how much of the state's revenue comes from that one city. Yeah. That is, or town, whatever Wall Drug constitutes. But Wall Drug is the entirety of it. It's ridiculous. What you doing? How are you rivaling the drug?
Well, some of my favorite roadside attractions have been just an excuse to go into somebody's cool store.
Okay, yeah.
Like the world's largest purple spoon
That's very fun.
Was outside of a spoon maker's house.
That's just dope.
Made a shit ton of wooden spoons, and he made one big one to get people to come check out his spoon shop.
That's fun. I really like that.
It was cool as hell. I bought a spoon.
Okay, I was going to ask. Can you describe it to me?
The spoon I bought, or the purple spoon?
The spoon you bought. I can envision a large purple spoon. I care more about your choice.
Yeah, I guess you can.
You're a friend that matters to me, not a random attraction that I will probably never see, but can totally imagine.
Maybe 2 feet of handle.
Yep.
Black walnut wood. Has just like a couple of gripping spots on the long handle, and round but fairly deep wooden spoon head.
Okay.
It was the longest one I could get.
Okay. Because I was at a Maker's Mart art show thing, and I was talking to a lady who made teeny tiny bowls.
Oh.
And they were great. And she said how like some people can hear the bowls calling out to them. I'm like, I wanted to buy it, but I did not have $200 goddamn dollars to support this craftswoman.
$200 for the teeny tiny bowl?
It might have been cheaper. I don't remember, but it was a lot of money. But you got to think something that's that small takes a lot of fine craftsmanship.
I'll take your word for it. I didn't see the teeny tiny bowl. Yeah. I believe you.
Yeah, no, because it was like a bunch of different like wood layers. It was really pretty.
Oh, okay. It sounds intricate then. Then I take back my skepticism.
Yeah. It's where I bought my my skunk hoodie.
Oh, okay.
The one that I love so dearly and haven't been wearing because it's like summer now.
Yeah.
Because time moves in a linear fashion.
As much as I do love those kinds of roadside attractions, I don't have a craft that I can drop on the world like that.
You don't have a craft yet.
That's a good point.
What would it be, Connor? What would it be?
All right, if I was going to make...
What is it right now? What would it be?
What would it be? If I had a craft to give to the world. Wooden forks. It's really go out for this guy.
It's the world's biggest armchair is just to get people to come to your psych office.
I don't know, but I do know. My other favorite kind of roadside attraction is the one that feels like it changes, like it's almost community funded. You know, when you go to it and you feel like I'm keeping this place alive. Like that's part of what I liked about Wild Drug is like it feels like an American institution. When you go there and you buy the postcards and you drink the ice water, you're keeping it going.
Yep.
So I want the world's most unstealable $20 bill as the roadside attraction.
Okay.
And I'll have a suggested donation in a separate box.
Yeah.
Of $2. And I will put all of the money into making the $20 bill more unstealable. But still observable.
Yep.
So it'll get bigger and more elaborate and just more so over time. And I can always have like fleeting exhibits attached to it of like, I hired a dog. The dog's going to keep the $20 bill safe for a couple of weeks, everybody. So don't worry about it. It won't be stolen. It'll be fine.
So funny. Yeah.
Hey, everybody, don't worry. Scary clown watching on that hill over there. And like a real person in a real clown mask can show up with the money that people pay to keep this $20 bill unstolen.
You're giving back to the community at that point.
That's right. Oh, the money will go right back into the local economy. You know, the nearby hardware store, local security experts who will make sure like it won't be stolen.
That's fantastic.
I hope.
I really like that. That's so funny.
The world's least stealable $20 bill.
But it's got the right flavor of camp to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because Because it's always got to be most or least.
Yep. It's got to be the
smallest. It needs a superlative.
Right.
Because like,
yeah, well, a drug has got to be like the most heavily advertised coffee. Guinness has got to get on that. Make right. that a thing.
So just, but yeah, it's got the right flavor of camp. I do like that it's updated, so things keep coming back. I think it'd be hilarious if you have like a commemorative coin
with a $20 bill on it.
Yep.
With the you could grind a penny out.
Yeah. Oh, this one's a cage. This one's a dog. This one's a bunch of chains.
Yeah.
I think of the what's it like, the bulletproof glass advertisement where they put like $1 million on Times Square, and it's just those videos, the images of people like drop kicking it to try to get it to open. Yeah. That's very fun.
Yeah.
What is your what is your first couple of steps to make it unstealable?
That is hard. I don't know, man. Because like there's a very sensitive period in the development of this $20 bill project where it's really quite stealable, probably.
Yeah.
But I want to say like thick bulletproof glass that like you just can't open. It's not designed to be open. Like I can't check on this $20 bill. It's got to be hermetically sealed, I guess. It's got to be a box, like a vacuum inside of this heavy glass.
My first thought was you make it unstealable by the $20 bill being a fucking counterfeit.
Psych, everybody. Yeah, you might have heard that some local hooligan broke into the unstealable $20 bill vault. Joke's on him. I keep the $20 bill somewhere else, and then I bring the real $20 bill in.
Yeah, you start by burying it under the foundation of your shop that you are going to build the $20 attraction around.
That's right.
You need to destroy this entire institution for this $20 bill.
And I will sell replica $20 bills for $25, and they're just $25 bills that I've written on.
It's so dumb. Oh, I love it. All right. Last one for the day, Connor. Oldie but a goodie, number 30. Which concert are you unable to attend but would absolutely love to see?
I mean, there are so many high quality acts out there.
Yeah.
My initial instinct is Queen in their heyday.
That's not a fucking bad answer right there.
It's really tough to beat that. I mean, I've only seen just like little bits of footage of Freddie Mercury, but his charisma in his stage presence is legendary.
Absolute bombast of the performance. I mean, like Leah saw Queen nowadays, and like they got Adam Lambert singing lead.
Yeah,
that is the right move. It's the same, like you said, level of showmanship, like vocal capability, just your technical ability to sing incredibly fucking well. Also, he came out in like leather high heel boots, which is fucking great. What a great decision.
He's got the spirit,
Yeah.
And also not quite the same. Also not the same.
Yeah, no, it's great. But yes, like Queen, heyday, yeah.
I think I'll throw out the Talking Heads as a side answer, just because I think they have the... I also have a really strong sense that, first off, they do fun on-stage shenanigans, like wearing the big friggin' suits for no reason. And the lead singer just has the most specific ideas about dancing that nobody else has.
Okay. Can you
somehow put that out there too?
Describe an image with your words, because I do not know what this is.
Okay. A man standing behind a microphone pole.
Yes.
He wiggles one section of his body rhythmically side to side at a time.
Okay. Bizarre. All right.
Yep.
So where would you be in these shows? Would you be like right up front?
Oh, right up front, dude. Yep. Oh yeah. Right. Oh yeah. Okay. I'd be getting spat in the face by Freddie Mercury. Not because that's something I'm particularly interested in having happen to me, but because of the proximity. You just want to be that close. I just want to be that close.
Okay. I dig. Is there any like songs you're hoping especially to show up on the set list?
Boy, can you imagine the energy attached to We Will Rock You when it hasn't been played for 50 years already?
Right. And then going into We Are the Champions.
Somebody to Love.
Yep. That's a great tune. The like I know it's stereotypical, but the entire saga of Bohemian Rhapsody live.
Don't Stop Me Now.
Yep.
Another One Bites the Dust. All the hits. All of them. I want them all.
Yep. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that's a really good answer, and I think that's a solid answer, like across the board. Like no matter who you are, you will probably find something to enjoy out of that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say you're gonna like the whole thing. Like let's not put our biases out there.
Oh yeah,
but like,
I mean,
you'll probably get a kick out of something.
Yeah, and I've listened to a couple of Queen albums, and like not every song they ever wrote was great. They're a bunch of mediocre snoozers, like any band. But yeah, Queen, and Talking Heads for the bizarre on-stage antics.
Those are good. Those are good answers. I'm surprised. I thought I did think you were going to be answering Real Big Fish with that guy that you never got to see.
Oh,
I don't remember his name. I just remember that dude who was stoned out of his mind.
Man, they wrote so many songs about how he wasn't there anymore.
Yeah.
Scott? Was it
Maybe?
Scott?
I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember.
Where's Scott? What happened to Scott? I think that's what the drunk guy was saying. No, he was high, for sure.
He was high.
A little crossfade.
Yeah.
What about you? Yeah, tell me.
I would like to go to Warped Tour and see the Automatic play stateside. I know it's a little expected at this point.
Yeah, we're not that far away from your last Automatic celebration.
I know, but it is the one. It is the one that I would love to see. Like, they are a band that shaped my musical tastes into the weird fucking musical amoeba blob monster that I have become. But it started with them.
Did you ever have that opportunity? Did they play like a Warped Tour in our high school lifetime?
I don't know. Hang on, let me see if it's still on Wikipedia. It might have been 2008.
That would have been, yeah. Oh, yeah. That could be painful. That's talk about tattoos you didn't get.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. Where's Warped Tour? Attendance at Warped Tour 2007. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would I have been into them by then? How old was I in 2007? Yeah, I was. I knew them.
8th grade, 9th grade.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in going to shows at that point in my life yet. But yeah, I had there was a window where I was a fan of the Automatic and could have seen them stateside.
Was Penny still there? Penny's still in the ensemble?
Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah. No, that was not accepted anywhere. That was first album stuff. Bruh. Yeah. On a fucking small Warped Tour stage, watching these fucking Welsh dudes just go fucking nuts with their great music, it would have been dope.
Tell you what, if I ever get the time machine, I'll see what I can do for you.
I would appreciate it. I would use it for good and not evil, I promise. And by good, I mean my good. Fuck everyone else. I'm going to see the Automatic. Yeah, just the ability to see just a band that is so incredibly important to me would be just out of this world. And with them not only having like that iteration of them disbanded, but the whole band just being dead on arrival for probably over a decade now.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that won't happen, but goddamn, it's what I want. And every time this question comes up, I'm like, I want to have a different answer. Like, I want to be an interesting boy and have like something in this moment that I really want. But no, this is one of those things that is pervasive. It continues to be the want.
That's true north. Yeah.
I would have gone nuts because I would have been a kid still. I wouldn't have had a bad back yet.
I tell you what, Evan. I will pluck you out of your 8th grade, 9th grade life, cause a whole Massachusetts manhunt, chasing after the weird guy with a beard, too tall, doesn't deserve to be as tall as he is. Grabbed my son out of school, brought him to a concert. They'll be all over the place looking for me, and then poof, I'll disappear. Like a wisp of smoke.
What the weirdest conversation. We're going to be really close friends in a couple of years. You need to trust me. Who are you, strange man?
Exactly. That's who I am. That's all you need to know. And you sent me.
You can't be Connor. You're twice the size of him. He'll never grow to be that large.
And then I'll spend an hour trying to figure out the exact phrase of speech, like the past perfect future participle tense to say, you will have sent in me password for this concert.
Yeah, fuck right. Also, invest in Apple.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, and listen, everyone's going to say crypto is nonsense, and it will be. Don't buy it yet, but then it won't be nonsense. Everybody will still say it is. For a brief window, it'll be very profitable nonsense. And then you get out, because after that, it goes back to being nonsense.
It's always nonsense, but there is a point in time where you can get rich off of the nonsense.
That's right.
All right, and I think on that note, our business podcast comes to an end.
I think that's pretty solid advice as far as business podcasts go.
And fuck, yeah. Hey, try a thing. Maybe it'll work. Fuck you. But we have gotten to the end of our podcast. You didn't need to listen to it this far, but you did, and we appreciate it so goddamn much. You're awesome. If you want to get your own questions asked and answered, or if you want to be like, hey, here's a secret, here's my answers to your questions, you can reach us out directly at our email address. I'm losing my ability to say words, so Connor, what's our email address?
lemonanswers@gmail.com.
lemonanswers@gmail.com.
That's it.
And if you want to get parasocial with us, we're on all the social medias, posting erratically because of back pain, but still there, at...
The answer is a lemon.
The answer is a lemon. It's us. Hell yeah.
Come home to our podcast house of weird questions and roof answers. Open the door, won't you?
Love you, bye.
Bye.